Order of operations, quick mini lesson. So fifth graders, remember that for order of operations, we're gonna use that saying, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay, so for that, that means parentheses are always gonna come first, then exponents if we have them. In fifth grade, we're not gonna do exponents a whole lot. And then we're gonna do multiplying and dividing. Now I wrote it this way, multiplying and dividing, because they are considered equals. You always do whichever one comes first in the problem when you're reading it left to right. And same with addition and subtraction. Even though the A is first here, that doesn't mean addition always comes first. It comes first, whatever comes first when you're reading the problem. So let's try a few. So the first one, 2 times 9 plus 2 times 14 in parentheses. So the first thing I see is I see parentheses, and parentheses mean do me first. Let's do this. So we've got to do 2 times 14. So when I do this problem, and I like to circle it, 2 times 14 is 28. Well, that leaves me with 2 times 9 plus 28. So now when I look at my, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, there's no parentheses, no exponents. So now I have to do multiplication and division. Well, I'm going to do my multiplication first here. So 2 times 9 is 18, plus that leaves me 28. So I'm going to add 18 plus 28. I'm going to write it up and down over here just so that I can make sure I get the right answer. 8 plus 8 is 16, 2, 3, 4. So my answer here is 46. Okay, then going across the board next, 19 take away 5 in parentheses times 3 plus 4. Again, I see parentheses right away. Parentheses mean do me first. So I'm going to do 19 minus 5 first. That gives me 14. That leaves me with times 3 plus 4. So I like to just keep writing out the problem as I go down. Then I've got a times and a plus. When I think about my please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, times is going to go first. So I'm going to do my 14 times 3. So I'm just going to write it up here, 14 times 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 1 is 3. So that's going to be 42 plus 4. And I can do 42 plus 4 in my head. That's going to be a total of 46. Then 4 times 3 minus 2 in parentheses plus 18. So again, parentheses mean do me first, so I'm just going to jump to that right away. So I jump here, and 3 minus 2 is 1. So that leaves me 4 times 1 plus 18. And again, I'm going to do my multiplication first. So that's 4 times 1 is 4 plus 18. And I can add that in my head to get a total of 22 for that one. Now this next problem down here doesn't have parentheses, so we're going to have to figure some things out here. It's 8 times 6 minus 4 times 3. We don't have parentheses, but I know my multiplication is going to go first. Well, which multiplication am I going to do first? The one that comes first. So 6 times 8 is 48, and that leaves me minus 4 times 3. And now when it's rewritten, I can see, okay, I'm going to do my 4 times 3 next, and that's 12. So that leaves me 48 minus 12. 48 minus 12 is 36, so that's going to be my answer for this problem. Last one altogether, 5 times 2 plus 12 divided by 6. Okay, so I've got times and divide here, which normally they're even. So I'm going to do whichever one comes first when I'm looking at the problem this way. So 5 times 2 is 10 plus 12 divided by 6. Now here's where it's really tempting to do that addition, but we can't. Divide wins. So we're going to do our division first. So 12 divided by 6 is 2, and that leaves me with 10 plus 2. So my answer here is going to be 12. Okay, go ahead and click the next video. Let's try some.